What a game. I can't help but just talking about this amazing block that Gary Payton II had on Rui Hachimura at the end of the game. This was just an incredible game overall. I just wanted to highlight one of the best plays of the night overall, and I think Warriors Nation, we can finally say that this was just one of those games that we love to see. Andrew Wiggins had a crazy night. We see Thompson, Curry, and Draymond Green, 5 of 7 from the field, all 3-pointers. I don't know if he's ever made 5 3-pointers in a game in a really, really, really long time. Curry with 23 points. Honestly, it felt like he didn't need to do too much tonight because Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and Andrew Wiggins were incredible. I just want to hit on that point totally, just on how big of a factor it is when Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson all play well. And we had Brandon Podziemski really showing up tonight as well. 2 of 2, obviously, from 3. He had 2 step-back threes early in the game, and that was definitely key for the Warriors. Definitely want to preface this with just the fact that, obviously, the Warriors were facing an AD-less Lakers team, and that's likely a big part of why they won. But I think in this game, it still shows you the athleticism and the difference-making ability of the young players on the Warriors. We saw Trayce Jackson-Davis in the first quarter, up until like the first half, essentially get 2 awesome blocks and essentially provide the rim protection that Draymond Green is kind of unable to provide. He kind of provides it in a different way. But it was incredible, really, to just watch him work in the post and also watch him work on the defensive end, which I think has been so critical to the Warriors. Look at him right here, TJD Muse. We got 4 rebounds, 5 points, 2 blocks, just already at the half, as I was talking about. And I think that's just incredible that TJD has been able to evolve into the player that is now starting from the second round, and it really shows you what hard work and determination can do for one guy. Just from the Warriors' point overall, obviously, record's much better. Tied with the Lakers. We now have the tiebreaker at 3-1. Looking at from the Lakers side, I think I've covered the Warriors and Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson all playing well without Anthony Davis. I feel like the Lakers didn't expect to win this game, honestly. When you don't have Anthony Davis, he's really kind of the Warriors' kryptonite, it feels like. Even in that LA Lakers versus Golden State Warriors series, he was the reason they won that series without Anthony Davis. You could really kind of tell in the first half, once they got down and Draymond Green started making threes, it demoralizes the whole Lakers team. They're like, okay, how are we going to guard Draymond now? Are we going to actually push up on him and guard him like he's a kind of shooter? And that just opens up the floor for everyone when you have 4 shooters on the floor, especially when the Warriors play a lot of non-shooters. But Andrew Wiggins was hitting 3, Brandon Podziemski was hitting 3s, Draymond Green was hitting 3s. They were well above 50% in the first half. It's just kind of one of those games, I feel like, as the Lakers, where you just chalk it up to, hey, they shot better than us tonight. We didn't have Anthony Davis. We couldn't deter them from the rim enough. It's over for us, and it's okay. We can go and try to do better tomorrow and hopefully, try and secure the 8th seed. I feel like now it's going to be really tough for them to secure the 8th seed, especially I think Sac won tonight versus the Thunder as well. So it's definitely going to be very tough for the Lakers. Overall, though, I thought LeBron had a great game. He played well. I think Andrew Wiggins, though, defended him really well in the spurts that he had. I thought it was an interesting stat on the broadcast when they brought up that he's under 40% when being guarded by Andrew Wiggins, which I think is important because we saw him abuse Klay a little bit in the game, and I think that was definitely a big part of the Warriors' game plan, was to try and keep Andrew Wiggins on him and keep Klay away from him, just because Klay is definitely not the defender he once was, and Andrew Wiggins is still a really great defender. As far as the points of concern just for the Warriors overall, the fit of Kuminga and Wiggins still is questionable to me. Just because it feels like sometimes there's a little bit of a redundancy. Like if we let Kuminga go too much, it's almost like, wouldn't we rather have Andrew Wiggins in there? You saw that really boneheaded mistake at the end of the first half where he fouled D'Angelo Russell on a 3-point shot. You look at plays like that and you're like, man, would we rather have like a really locked in Wiggins? And it feels like Wiggins is really locked in. He had back-to-back 3-pointers this game, and I mean, I've really been loving how he's been playing recently, and he's really the key to the Warriors' success. The second best player on this Warriors team has to be either Andrew Wiggins or it's going to have to be Jonathan Kuminga. there's really nobody else who can really be that second best player on a consistent basis. Sure, Klay Thompson can have a Game 6 Klay type of performance, but it's going to be tough for him to night in, night out score the basketball. And Draymond Green, we can't expect this from Draymond Green really every night, or even like once every 10 nights, honestly. This is like a once a year type thing, so probably not expect it again. I think one of the crazy stats, though, about Draymond Green is whenever Draymond Green shoots 2 threes and makes 2 threes in a game, the Warriors are basically almost undefeated, which is kind of insane to think about, but kind of speaks to how if he's making threes, the Warriors really become unstoppable. I just wanted to get back to you guys. I know it's been a long time since me and Jeff have kind of gotten to you guys about some of the content, but this is a big win for the Warriors. Obviously, seeding's still tough for the Warriors. The 9 spot is probably most likely where they'll end up now, but that's still where they have to win 2 to get in, but hopefully they end up winning 2 and getting into the playoffs. But it was just a great game to watch overall. Really wish Anthony Davis could play because he is really good at guarding the paint and allows them to kind of close up on shooters a lot more. A very efficient night from Steph, though, and Klay, and obviously Draymond, which you usually see an efficient night from him, but definitely not from 3. So it was really an incredible game, and seeing the young players like TJD, Brandon Pajemski play really well was really nice to see. Well, that's it from me, guys. Thank you guys for listening and watching and for all of your support over these days. I hope you guys follow TJD Muse and follow us on Twitter as well at The Clear Path, and hopefully catch you next time on our next film review. Thanks for watching.